Hello, this video is about using reserved page names when constructing WordPress blogs. Now, up until this point, all the designs we've been working on have been one single page design in Photoshop. And this single page design has had to work in both the multi-post view of the blog and the single post view of the blog. We've used the posts layer to tell SiteGrinder, oh, this can be one or more posts, and they'll expand here. And then we have the single boundary layer, which tells SiteGrinder only show this particular thing in single post view. Well, for your standard WordPress blog, that is fine. For the SiteGrinder blog, that is fine. That's really the only option. But WordPress affords us some other options. WordPress has custom page names that it supports. Now you'll find a list of these custom page names in the SiteGrinder documentation, and you'll find them also in the WordPress documentation in their template hierarchy page. And on this template hierarchy page of the WordPress documentation, you'll see all these pages discussed, how they work, things like that. If you want to understand them, the WordPress documentation is the place to go to understand them. All right. So in this demonstration, we've now started to really go to town on some of these pages. So for example, I'm going to start with the home page here, and I've activated this particular layer comp. Notice its name is home page. And it has a blue and gold header. It's got one posts layer on it, and it's got the sidebar. But I'm not putting down the comments layer or the single layer or all these other sorts of things, because the understanding is that this is my multi-post view only, and so I don't need to bother with comments and single layers. This is only going to be shown in multi-post view. Now I also have a single page layer comp. You can see, and it's named single dash page. Now this name, single dash page, single, is a reserved WordPress name. And you can see this again in our documentation and in the WordPress documentation. Now this page design is very, very different. I've changed the header to be green instead of blue and gold. It has the post area, and it also has the single area to see what others are saying, and the comment form, and the comments block. All these sorts of things have been added here so that now this is what, when in single post view, this is what the page will look like. It's going to look with the green header very different than the blue-gold header that we see in the home page. Now I've also made a couple of other pages in this layer comps in this Photoshop file, such as here is the search page. Again, search is a particular page name that WordPress understands. It's reserved, and you'll see it again listed in the documentation. And this one is very different. So it has, it's again gone with the homepage design, but now our posts area is very, very small. And notice we just have the post title, post author, and post date in the blog data layer. So we're going with a real simple design for the search, so that when people are searching for posts, we want the results to be listed like this. We also have a 404 page. This 404 page has no blog data layers at all. Again, 404 is a reserved name that WordPress understands, and it means that if someone searches for a page or tries to go to an address that WordPress doesn't support, they're going to see this particular page. And lastly, I have a demonstration of a page that consists of two sections, and says author 2-page. So this is for the author with the ID of 2. Now, to understand this properly, you're really going to have to read the WordPress documentation. But what we're showing is that the WordPress documentation often says, well, you can have taxonomy X or tag Y or author Z for the different pages. And you can have several different author pages, several different taxonomy pages, etc. And so that ID just has to be separated by a space. In the WordPress documentation, it says it's author dash 2, but for SiteGrinder, it's just author space 2, and the dash will be provided by SiteGrinder. So this is the page that would be shown if someone went to the bio for the author whose WordPress ID is number 2. All right. So when this is built, it looks like this. So now we're in the design manager, and we've already done a little bit of customization there, but we can see our home page, our single page, is looking like this, our search page looking like that, and the 404 page. So they're all here in the Design Manager. We can customize them each and set them up in the different ways. And when they're deployed to our WordPress site, it looks like this. So now we're actually on the WordPress site. And so here we have our greeting. I can click to single post view, and watch when I click, it goes to single post view, and notice it has the green header on it. So we've got the green header. And also, if I search for something, I'll just search for I. Let's see what happens. The search results is now using our search results page that we made, searching results, and notice that each of these results has just the title, the author, on, and the date, exactly like I set them up. And lastly, let's go to a page that doesn't exist. So we'll just go to P equals 49,000. Page not found. We are sorry, but the page you've requested is not found. So it's using our 404 design for this particular page. So that's how you set up custom pages for WordPress. You can just set them up as layer comps in your Photoshop file. You use the reserved names that WordPress outlines in their documentation. They're also in our documentation. And you deploy them to the site, and they all just work. Hopefully, this is helpful to you.